If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell icon to get the latest updates.
So hope you team you're able to see my screen. So currently I'm not able to log in with my ID. What I will do is I will log in with one of your IDs, and I will recheck this. So team, one of you, can you share me your ID details? What is so who is able to log in? Tell me your user ID. One of you.
S22 user 124.
S22 user 124. Yeah, what is the password?
Capital W. Welcome @1999.
Okay.
I think I may log in too.
No, you can log in also, not a problem. Your login
Okay.
also will not disturb, but on your ID I'm creating. So let me reset my my user. So my user is not working.
Okay.
So S22 user 60. This is my ID. So I'm logging off with your ID. I reset my password, so I'm connecting again with my ID only, so not using yours.
Okay.
And there you are. Still there is a problem. Again, I logged in with your ID. I think my ID is locked. Let me check it out. It's not locked. It is locked. It is unlocked. I'll go to display. Lock on data. Something now. Not accepting. All right. So I'm using SSR2124. That is the user. My user ID is actually not working. We'll see that. So team, let us discuss about some basic programming fundamentals today, and we will implement some kind of operations types and everything. And then post lunch we will go with some more advanced things. So now from now till 11:30, so I will take this session. Then at 11:30 I will give you a 15 minutes break. Then after that, whatever programs right now I am typing, these programs you can open it from your end also, and all these statements. So anyhow, this is all saved here, right? So you need to type each of that programs again on your own. do test it and do execute it so that you will get some confidence on writing your first sample programs and then testing the programs. So you should become familiar about this program execution process. So once if you are good with that, then eventually we can go for more deeper discussions. Okay. So let us create our first program. So programs we do create from the SA38, which is ABAP editor. Press enter. Your ABAP editor screen will come. So here we need to create your first program. As I told you yesterday, your program always should start with either Z or Y because there are so many standard programs internally available. For example, there is a program available. Just example, sales report. There is a program, standard program. This is a program which has SAP already created. Sales underscore report. Okay, there is a program like this. But see, this report is starting with S. Even now, you are creating your own report. Okay. Now you are creating your own report, sales demo, and create. You wanted to try. So here, what's now? If it is created tomorrow, when somebody opens this, is it a standard program, or is it created by some technical ABAPer like you? Standard program in the sense which is already developed by SAP. There are more than 1 lakh programs already there for various purposes. Now, how do you differentiate by looking at the name? Is it something, a program which is developed by ABAP developers which are not given by SAP? That we can identify. If it is starting with Z sales demo, yes, then automatically I can understand that this is a custom program which we created. But if I do like this, then is it a standard program or is it a custom program developed by you ABAP developers? We cannot understand that. So that's the reason SAP not allowing creating any, right. So SAP not allowed creating anything with A to X. We have to start with either Z or Y. Because SAP standard programs will not start with Z or Y. It will start from A to X letters. Okay. So there is a report like this. Automatically I can understand that it is a standard report because it is starting with A. Okay. There is a report. BS2 data. Automatically, I can understand that. So there is a report. So when I type this B, there is a report. Just by looking at this name, directly by looking at this name, I can say this is not created by some developers. This is created by SAP directly. I can go to display. I can see the source code. You see, there is a program. Data, like we discussed yesterday, very neatly written program is there. Like that, you can open any standard program, but we are not supposed to do modifications here. We should not do modifications in these programs because these are standard programs. There is a proper way to do that. You are not supposed to, you are not allowed to do direct modifications in this code. But as it is starting from B, automatically it is a system program. Any programs which are starting with C, I mean, there are some programs. I can choose a program, I can go to display, I can see the code. This is the source code of the program. But I know this is also standard program because the program name starting with C. Now, if I say here Z, some programs list is coming. Now I can select one of this program. I can go display. There is also one program code is there. But easily I can say this is a custom program because the program name starting with Z. So like that we can understand SAP is allowing us to write custom programs only with Y or Z. Okay, that is the first thing. Now let's develop our first program, Z demo 1. Now for this training, Z TCS underscore demo 1. So I will follow this sequence of demo 1, demo 2, demo 3, number of programs, so that you can easily open that also. You can give any name to the program, underscore is also allowed. Better to keep the program name up to 10 characters, 10 to 12 characters, not more than that. So let's give a program name. Should start with Z. So Z underscore TCS underscore demo 1. I can give like this also. Ultimately, it should start with Y or Z. So this is also allowed, or I can create Z TCS underscore demo 1 unless there is a program existed with this name. So if no one created a program with this name, then I can create. Otherwise, system will say, sorry, a program already existed with this name. Please give a different name. Let me create. Click on create. The moment I click on create, yeah. So if you are getting this box, that means this is a fresh program. No one created with that name. When you are practicing, you try to give a different name. At least you give your user ID number. I will tell you how to create, how you can create your programs. So here my programs, I'm creating demo 1, demo 3, something like that. So for your programs, you have to create like this. So it is easy for me. So when you are creating your programs, you do the name like this, ZTCS underscore demo underscore, or for your programs you say test underscore, test 1, because you are learning, underscore ZTCS underscore test 1 underscore your user ID. I think right now whose ID I'm using? Who is 99? What is the name?
Sai Kiran Nammi.
Right, Sai Kiran ID is 99. So underscore 99. So and Sai Kiran is creating another program. His program should be test2 underscore 99. Then so Sai Kiran will create all his programs like this. So I can easily able to open your programs comfortably. Now if some other user is having an ID ZTSS underscore test1 underscore, now can someone tell some other number? What is your user ID number? 11. ZTest underscore 11. ZTCS underscore second program test2 underscore 11. ZTCS underscore third program test3 underscore 11. So my programs will start with the demo. Your programs will start with the test. But you have to add your numbers at the end so that all your programs you can comfortably able to identify. Otherwise do like this, not in this way. Z99 underscore test 1. This is better. Every one of you can easily open your objects Z99 underscore test 2. You create your programs. And you number 11. So you have to create the programs like this. Z11 underscore test 1. Z11 underscore test 2. See, this is the syntax you should follow, team. Z, your two numbers underscore test. Yeah, that numbering will continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbering will continue. Z, you maintain your user ID 2-digit number. If it is 056567 also even 0506, all of you maintain the 2-digit number followed by Z. Okay. So how I will also follow the same pattern. So my ID is 60. Is there anybody whose user ID is 60? 60? I think no. Correct? Okay. Let me open my G60 underscore demo 1. So I'm creating my programs with G60. You create your programs with G99, G11, G14, G45, whatever the user ID given to you. And don't take demo 1, you take test 1. I'm taking demo 1 because demos are my programs, so testings are your programs. So create. So all my programs I'm going to follow G60. Create. So when you are going to create here, there are options here. So you don't choose anything else. By default, there is a option selected here for source code. Keep it that. I will tell you these options after a while. So keep it source code only. Click on create. You are creating your first program. Okay. So we have to give some title. My demo program 1. So you have to give a title to the program. After the title, say all of you try to maintain some running notes also, just a quick notes. It will be very useful to you when your understandings, if you can try to make a note in the notes. Basically, that is a good way of learning. Your brain can catch up things well if you have the habit of taking some running notes. I'm repeating the points also, at least some important steps, T codes, and all these things. Don't just listen, keep your pen in your hand and then try to maintain some running notes. It will help you in understanding concepts better. The most important thing here is you need to choose the type of the program. This is compulsory. You must provide what is the type of the program. We can develop different types of programs. We can create include programs. We can create module programs. We can create class programs. So different types of programs. So right now we are creating executable program. So all the basic programs we are creating are of type executable programs. Any title you can give. Title is up to your choice. But the program type you should select. This is compulsory. And choose the program type executable program. This is enough. All the other settings are not required for now. You will learn that on the go. So choose the executable program. You leave the remaining sections blank. Click on save. So when you click on save, again, I got another pop-up box here. Here, this is asking the name of the package. We will discuss about packages. We will create packages and we will work with the packages. What is that package? We will understand later. Right now, we have not created any packages. We didn't start package subject yet, right? What is the importance of package? We not yet covered. So basically, you can understand that this is like a folder. Like you are saving all of your programs in your own folder. Like that is the concept. Normally in your laptop, if you wanted to store something, what you will do? You will create a folder. In that folder, you will save all your files. Same like that. But I will tell you how to create packages, what is the importance and all. As you don't have any package at this moment, for every one of us, there is a common package available. There is a package already available. We can save in that package. That package name is $TMP, temporary package. $TMP. You can type the package name $TMP and you can click on the save button. Like that you can do. Or else, if we click on this button, local object, that is also the same thing. System is going to save your program in that $TMP. So you can click on the local object or you can type $TMP here and then you can click on the save button. Both are same. Instead of typing $TMP, directly you can click on this local object also. But if you have any package, Jetpack one, for suppose next we will create package, then we will type the package name, then we will click on save. We don't click on local object. What is called local object? If you click on local object, what is happening? The system is saving your program in a default common package for everybody that is called $TMP. So for now, for a couple of days, save your objects in a folder only. See, there is no difference. Your program will save, your program will run. So normally you will directly save it on your desktop. If you wanted to particularly keep it in a separate folder, first you will create a folder, then you will try to save that in the folder. If you don't want to save a file in a particular folder, normally where will you save in your computer? We'll save it desktop. Directly we'll choose desktop, something like that. So a default package available for every one of us, that is called a $TMP. But later on, every one of you can create your own package and you will save your programs only in your package. So tomorrow, if you open that package, you will find only your programs in that package. Others programs will not come into that package because you made that package for your programs only. It is your personalized folder. You are saving all your programs in that package. Like that we can understand. So for now, I will click on local object. Clicking on local object, again I'm repeating, will save your program in a already existed default package. What is that package name? $TMP. So no need to type, just you can click on this local object. Right, your program is saved in the $TMP package. Right. You see this thing? Right now, this program is in inactive mode. If it is in inactive mode, we cannot run. In order to run this, we need to convert this into active mode. At the end of the development, we will convert into active mode. We will see how to do that. But currently, the status it is showing inactive. So here, this is all some commentary section. You can write any notes here. I am learning ABAP. This is my first program. So you can write some notes like that. You can write anything here. System will not worry about that. You can write a movie story also up to your vision. Usually we write some description. What is this program? Why you write this program? And what is the purpose of this program? Kind of general matter we will write there. So that coding is not considered by the system. But if you write the same kind of coding, hi, my name is this one. If you write like this here, it will say, what are you writing? This is not ABAP. Yes, this is not ABAP. We need to write the actual programming only here. See, always our program starts with a name called report. You see here, it is coming in blue color. So the blue color is indicating that this is a system word. It is a keyword. Keyword. So keyword means that is one system word. We should not use that. There is a meaning. System will understand some words differently. So we use them as commands and all. It is a system predefined word. Like that, there is a word called report. This is your name of your program name. So report. This is called basically report program. It is coming with report and your program name and a dot is there. In ABAP language, every statement you are writing, it should close with dot. Every statement you are writing, it should end with the dot. In some other languages, like in Java, it should end with semicolon. In some other languages, it will end with hash. Like that, different characters. In ABAP, every line we will close with decimal. So here you can write. So usually, why are we writing the programs? Yesterday also I given that introduction. We do write the programs for accepting some user input, do some calculations, do some computations on that input, then finally show some output to the user. Correct? That is the purpose only we are writing programs. Every program is designed for the purpose of taking some input from the user, process that input, calculate that input, then finally display some output on the output screen. So this is your source code screen. Here we are writing the source code. Once if you run this program, you will get the output. So you will write the source code. After the source code, when you run the program, run or execute when you run the program, then you will get the output. To get the output, there is a keyword in ABAP which is called write. You see that is also comes in blue color. So write is a keyword using which you can show some output. Whatever the output you wanted to show, you should put it in the single quotes. Single quote begin, single quote close, and decimal. Whatever you want to show on the screen, on the output, you should put that in the single quotes. Write that message, single quotes. Now you see here, I will write some message here. Welcome to ABAP, I wrote. Right. Welcome to ABAP. I put it in the single quotes. And finally, that statement I close it with dot also. Enough. Just only one line statement. This is your first program. Let us see how to run this program. Let us see, are you getting the output or not? First, you need to save the program. Control yes. Click on save button. You got program is saved. So the first option is save the program. Shortcut Control plus S. You can click on the button or you can use the shortcut also. After the program saved, we need to check the errors. We need to check the errors. Is this program is correct or not? So there is a button here. Look at that, check. Look at this button. If you place the mouse there, you can see that, check. So if you click on that button, the system is saying that, look at the message at the bottom, no syntax errors found in the report. That means your program is absolutely good. There are no errors. It is a good program to go. So that is called syntax check. Syntax check. What is the shortcut for this? Control plus F2 button. You can click on this button or hold the control key and press F2. Then also it will check. Control F2. Instead of clicking on this button, easy shortcut, Control F2 also you can use. So right now it is saying that no errors are there. So after the syntax check for the errors, we need to activate the program. Activate the program. Activate the code. The shortcut is Control F3. So after the syntax checks, click on that, no errors are there. So then we can activate. The very immediate there is a button, activate. You can click on this button and the shortcut for that is Control F3. You click on that button, then it is said object activated. You see here the status. Here the status also change it to active. Beside the report name, look at here. Beside the report name, look at here. Earlier it was there as inactive. Now this is become active. So whenever it is inactive, now we are good to run that program. Then finally, we can run the program. The shortcut for that running the program is just only simply F8. Press F8 key. So this is the button to run the program. Direct processing. Execute. This is the button. Our shortcut is F8. You can click on that. Let me click on this. Yes, I click on this. See, my demo program 1. What is this? My demo program 1. This is the title you given while creating the program. My demo program 1. That is the title you given while creating the program. You remembered, right? So that title will come here, and this is your output. Welcome to ABAP. So this is the whatever currently you are looking at. This is called the output screen. The earlier one is source code screen, and this particular screen where your output is coming, this is called output screen. Let me come back. So this is the back button. This is the exit button. In case if anything gets stuck, you can use the cancel button also. These are the three buttons: green, orange, red. These are the three buttons we do use at various places. Again, so that every time for running, you don't need to activate it. As long as if you add any code, if you write any more lines, welcome to ABAP. Welcome to SAP. Welcome to ABAP. Why that is coming in red color? There is something wrong. Red color is indicating that there is something wrong. But I don't know why it is coming in red color. Anyhow, you can take the help of syntax check. You click on the check. So it is saying that literals across more than one line are not allowed. Here, it is showing that the error is in this line. If I particularly observe, see, you will get what is the error. Sometimes this description is easy to understand, sometimes may not easy to understand. But just to double click on that, your control will go there. See, right now your cursor is here. If you double click here, control will automatically come. Then I can understand there is a problem in this line. So right now my cursor is here. My cursor is here. If I click on this error, double click on this error, automatically the control will come here. Like that you can understand. Otherwise, look at this line number. It is saying that there is something problem in the line number 11. In the source code line number 11. Your source code is also numbered. 6, 7, 8. Your blank lines also numbered. You come to this. This is the 11th line. So there is some problem in this line. Okay, what is that? Yeah, here I started the single quote, but I forgot to end the single quote here. So let me put the single quote. Yes, now that turns into green. But still, why it is showing? No, it will go. You did not check that syntax check again. This was the earlier error. Now again, click on the syntax check. Again, if I click on the syntax check, now it is saying no errors found. That means issue got fixed. If I forgot to put the decimal here, right now I'm not getting any problems here, but still even you have to check for the errors. It is saying the last statement is not complete, period missing. Yeah, this time the description is very easy to understand. I can go there, I can fix the issue. Okay, so like that syntax check will, now you see the program is again revised because you modified something, right? So again, you need to activate it. Any changes if you made that time only you should activate it. The program should be purely in the active state. Then again I can run. So when I run, the system is saying, welcome to SAP, welcome to ABAP. But I expected differently. I expected that welcome to ABAP will come in the next line, but it not came like that. It displayed both on the same line. What can be the reasons? Yes. Say system will start the output from here. It will display continuously till this place. It has a lot of space here, right? It will display continuously. Then only it will go to the next line. It will display the next line output. As it has space, system will display. Even if you print anything also, that will come here. Let us see. So let me write one more write statement. Right. Welcome to ABAP. So I added 3 lines. Check for the errors, activate it, show the output. You see, that one also displayed, because still if you print anything, that will also come in the next. So if this line completes, then system will start printing the things on the next line. That is how it works. But I don't wanted, you know one thing, even in ABAP, right, you wrote something, right, you put the decimal here, right? That means this statement is over. Second statement, you no need to go to the next line. You are writing like this to understand the program easily, to read the program easily. Not compulsory. You can write the program like this also. This is also correct. There is no difference. You write all of them in single. So just like a newspaper story, right? Next statement, dot, next statement, dot, next statement, dot. So you can write ABAP program like this also. Everywhere when the decimal is there, system will understand that that is over and one more new statement is starting. But tomorrow when you open this program, you cannot read it easily. You cannot understand it easily. That's why we are writing next line by line. And also it is not easy where is the mistake. But you can write in continuous like a story. You can write like this also. Now this is correct program or not? Absolutely this is correct. Let me activate it. Yes, it is activated. Let me run this. Output is also coming. So whether you wrote these 3 lines, these 3 statements in a single line in your code or in 3 different lines or between line to line, you give all are same. This one is same, the earlier one is same, writing all of them is same. System will understand that you wrote program with the 3 statements. Enough. So how many lines you are giving between them? You are putting all of them in one line or not? No matter what. System will go every one of them. Then will it display welcome to SAP and welcome to ABAP on the first line and will it display welcome to TCS on the second line? No. It will display all of them on the same output. Execute it. Activate it. Execute it. It is coming. But it is easy for us if you write the program like this, so easily you can understand. Only for reading, for the readability, comfortable readability, we do write coding like this. So system will understand statement to statement between the decimal to decimal places. If you observe here, another important thing, here right, I used completely capital letters. Here right, I used completely small letters. Here in this right W, I used small letter. RITA, I used in capital letter. But still, there's no error. There's no issue. Output is coming. That means ABAP program is not case sensitive. Java is not like that. That is case sensitive. Main method, you should write it in the small letters only. Lot of methods, you should write it in the proper camel case only. Otherwise, it will show errors because that follows case sensitive. Where ABAP is not case sensitive, you can write in capital letters, you can write in small letters, whatever you wish. Usually, it is a good practice to write the keywords in capital letters, remaining things in the small letters. Not your output, I'm saying, Tim. Output is your wish. I'm not saying output capital letters, output small letters. That is up to you. You write capital letters or you write small letters. That is your wish, your choice. I'm telling you about the program, not the output. Program can be written in capitals. Program can be written in small letters also. But the good practice is write the keywords always in the capital letters. Though it's not wrong, but it is a good practice. Okay. Activate it. Execute it. We got the output. Is it clear till this place?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, I wanted to show forcefully, I wanted to go to next line. After I display welcome to SAP, I want to go this welcome to ABAP should not come here. That welcome to ABAP I wanted to display in the next line. If I wanted to do it in the next line, do I have any alternatives? Yes, we have a couple of alternatives. Write /n, I can write. I'll tell about this. About the skip command, I will tell. But
Only slash, sir.
yeah. In this new version, we have see here by writing this slash symbol, you know what happened? After welcome to SAP, this one actually system creates it went to the next line. Then automatically the welcome to ABAP. So the control is after displaying this, the control came here and it is waiting here. Then when I started displaying something, then automatically my message came to the next line. Whereas welcome to ABAP, welcome to TCS, both got displayed in the second line. Because I did not say for third one also go to the next line. If I wanted to say please go to the next line, again I should use right slash. So that slash basically will insert a new line. It is carries written like pressing enter. Now I got 3 lines because after displaying my first line, I said go to next line, then print welcome to ABAP, then go to next line, then print welcome to TCS. So by saying this control, the system is letting me to go to the next line. Now in this code, if you observe, here I did not put anything, but here I'm trying to put some colon symbol. Look at this colon symbol. Sometimes with right I'm writing that, sometimes with right I'm not writing. What is this one? Basically, this is called a shorthand operator. This is called a shorthand operator. When do we use this is, see, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, line 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines are there. In this code, how many lines are there? 5 lines are there. Execute it. So this is the exact output I want. 3 outputs in 3 lines I want, which I achieved with this 5 lines. First, welcome to SAP. Next, go to new line. Next, print welcome to ABAP on the new line. Next, go to new line. Next, print welcome to TCS on that new line. But these 5 lines, if you observe, you know, all these 5 lines are starting with what symbol? Right, 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 right. So you see, they all started with right. Now, instead of this 5, I will tell you how to do commenting. We can write like this, right? I can use colon. First, what I wanted to show. Welcome to SAP, comma. Next, what I wanted to show. Welcome to ABAP, comma. Next, what we wanted to show. Welcome to TCS. You can write like this also. So with one symbol, so that means you just understand like this. What is the meaning, right? This is applicable. So here we are not putting full stop, we are putting comma. That means this statement and here one more statement is starting, but this part is applicable to the second statement also. We are not closing this. That's why second statement. Again, comma. We are not ending with decimal. So system will understand that whatever is there before colon, this is applicable to the next part also. So how can you understand this? Right, welcome to SAP. Right, welcome to ABAP. Right, welcome to TCS. That is how we should read. So if you wanted to apply the same keyword to the multiple lines, of code, we can put that common keyword before the colon symbol. And how many lines? 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines continuously. Okay, so in between, if you write some statement and again that will not come, that is over. Again, you should use right. Don't expect that until you put the full stop. So comma, comma, full stop. So here it is ending here. So it looks like you wrote the keyword right only once, but what is happening internally? This right is applicable to this statement, finally this statement. With the decimal, it is ending. So you can understand this by saying right, welcome to SAP, right, welcome to ABAP, right, welcome to TCS. That is how it has been written. Now check for the errors, activate it. But again, we are getting the output in the same line. But because I did not see here, earlier we got the new line because of the slash, but here we did not put right here. So slash. Now I am getting this. So right, welcome to SAP, comma. After that, what is there? Slash. It will go to new line. On the new line, what it is displaying? Welcome to ABAP. After that, comma. Comma means again right. Again, what is there? Right slash. It will go to new line. After the new line, again it will display welcome to TCS. So like this also you can write. Whatever you wrote earlier in the 5 lines, whatever you wrote in the 3 lines, both are same. And remember one more thing, team. Don't think like that 5 lines, this 3 lines is easy to save your time when writing the code. For the system, in the internal understanding, this is again equal to the same above 5 lines code. You don't say that as you written in 3 lines, so that I wrote very small program, so system execute it fast. It is nothing like that. If you put all of them, then it will come to 1 line only. That doesn't mean that you wrote only 1 line code so that the program can run so faster because some other guy written 5 lines. Nothing like that. That 5 lines are absolutely equal to these 3 lines as per the system understanding. It's just an easy way of writing only we are practicing. So like that, we can display messages on the screen. We can display new line character. The new line we can include with this HTML as well. Okay. Now, in the program, I want to write some. I'm learning write statement. So I want to write some matter like this, but this is not a valid ABAP source statement. So when I check the errors, it will say the statement is invalid. What is this? What is this? I am learning write statement. So some lines we can write, but we need to comment that. We need to commenting the code. Commenting the code means you are writing for your purpose, but you don't want the system to check that. How can you do the commenting? On the beginning of the line, on the beginning of the line, you type star. If you type the star that you can find on the number 8 on your keyboard, if you type this star symbol, automatically that entire line will become comment. Here also, at the beginning of this line, if I put star, then automatically that line will become comment. Now you see, welcome to TCS, I made comment. That means it will not work. Now if I run the program, welcome to SAP, welcome to ABAP, only 2 statements printed. Welcome to SAP, welcome to TCS not printed. Why? Because I commented that code. That code become inactive now, invalid now. So any statement you can comment if you type star in the beginning of the line. Again, if you remove that, it will become valid. Yes, now it is coming. See, I'm learning write statement. This is not ABAP code. So I can comment this by putting star. Star in the beginning of the line. See, if you write a statement here, if you try to put the star here, this is not a comment. This is not a comment. System will not take star here. System will take when the star is in the beginning of the statement. So statement you can write anywhere, but star you should put it in the beginning of the row to make that line comment. This is one type of comment. As I said, star to comment the entire line. For comment entire line, that whole line will get commented. But sometimes I want to write some code here. I want to write some line here. This will print, this will display message in next line. I wrote some meaningful understanding for somebody to understand that. But again, this is not a correct statement. So I want this one to be active, but only this part only should become inactive. Then inline comment, you can put colon there. So welcome to ABAP is active, but the remaining part, this part only will become inactive. This is not commenting the entire line, but only one part. Again, don't expect I can close here and I can write one more here, nothing like that. From here onwards, all the remaining part will become comment. So a part of the line, see, I'm at line number 23. I'm at row number 23. I'm not commenting the entire row number 23, but in the row number 23, welcome to ABAP is a correct statement, but I want to comment only some additional text. I can use this colon symbol. Colon. Comment part of line. From where it is starting, from there onwards, remaining part will become comment. Then we have blocked comment also, hashtag. So this one also you can use to block group of statements. For example, here at first I wrote some program. So I wrote some program. Now this entire program I don't want. I want only this one only. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. All these 5 lines I wanted to comment. I can closing. Not taking this. Okay. We used to have that. Local comments, it's not taken, no problem. This is the easy shortcut you can follow. See, any one line you wanted to comment, as I said, you need to put the star in the beginning, right? So the shortcut for that is you press Control, comma. You just be there anywhere on the line and press Control plus comma. Control plus comma you need to type. For uncommenting, for removing the comment, Control plus dot. You can use this. Now you see these 5 lines. All these 5 lines I wanted to comment. You select all of them, press Control, comma. Enough. So system will put stars beginning before. Now all these 5 lines become commented. Now I wanted to remove comment for all of them. Again, select all of them and press Control dot. That removes the comments. So only these 3 lines I wanted to comment. Select those 3 lines, press Control, comma. System will automatically insert the star symbol and it will make all of the lines as commented. You wanted to remove again, select all of them, Control dot. So any one particular line you wanted to comment, Control, comma, and you wanted to remove, Control dot. For one line, you don't need to select that. You just be there on the line. You don't need to select like this. For multiple lines, you need to select them. For single line, just be there on the line. That is enough. You stay anywhere on the line, Control, comma. Remove the comment, Control dot. So this is about comments in ABAP coding. Now this one and this one both will run. It will show both outputs. Welcome to SAP, welcome to ABAP, welcome to TCS, welcome to SAP, welcome to ABAP and all. Why this welcome to SAP? Why this welcome to SAP displayed after welcome to TCS? You see this one? After welcome to TCS, I got welcome to SAP on the again on the same line, because welcome to SAP I'm not saying go to new line. So for this one also, if I put new line, first it will go to new line, then it will display. All right. So this is a program basically for display smaller, simpler output stream. So I activated, and comments also we discussed about group comments, about grouping the multiple lines commenting, single line commenting, inline commenting, that everything we discussed with some set of outputs also. You can try this one. Let's leave this program. So now all of you, how can you open this program? After you log in, anyone can open any program. You don't modify this program. I will tell you here what to do. You have to follow, you do follow that. So when you open your SAP system, first you will go to SA38, correct? Then you can type my program name, Z60_demo1. You can type my program name and you click on display button. So my program will be coming in the display mode. See, it is in the display mode. Nothing can be changed because I did not open that program in the change mode. If I open in the change mode, then it will come in the change mode. You can modify this. But you don't want to modify anything here, just you wanted to see. Don't open the program in the change mode. Open the program in the display mode. Create only for the first time when you are creating the program. So if you open the display mode, you can see this code. You can copy, you can select Control-C, you can copy, you can paste in your own code. Like that, you can try. So right now I opened this program in the display mode. If it is in the display mode, so even by mistake, if you type anything also, nothing will change. So this is safe. But if I wanted to go to change mode, you no need to go back. There is a button here. If you click on that, again it will go to change mode. Again, if you click on that, it will come to display mode. So switch on, switch off. You can go to display mode, you can go to change mode from here. Your wish. First you can open in the change mode, next you can go to display mode. You no need to come back. Usually for reading the programs, don't go for change, always go for display. It is good to read the code like this. Then finally you want to modify, you can go to change mode. But don't modify, you create your own program. You go for your own program, but this program already existed. So next time I cannot go to create because it will say this program already existed. Please give a different name. So next time you have to give a different name for your own program. Like that we can understand. Next, let's see how to work with variables. Create. My demo program to executable program, save, say local object. So I given my demo program to as a title, executable program, click on save, then click on local object. So this is my second program to be prepared. So programs means not always only about the write statement, correct? Program is not always only about the write statement. We'll do so many things. We don't display our family member names, our friends' names, our employees' names. Not every time program is not just only for displaying some output only. Program supposed to do some calculations and everything also, correct? So how to handle values inside a program. How to handle values. I commented that because that is just one notes only, right? So we discussed variables. We need to have variables if you want to work with, if you want to handle any data. If you want to handle any data, if you want to handle any values, we need variables. First, you should declare the variable, then you can store some values, then you can process them. Okay. So how to handle values? For handling the values, what should you do? First, you should declare the required number of variables. How many variables you need? That many. Declare the required number of variables. After that, store the values in variables. After that, do calculations, whatever you wanted to do. Again, this is also for your notes. I'm commenting. So how to declare the variables first? I told you yesterday the syntax to declare the variables. What is the syntax? Data, your variable name of type. What is the data type? This is the syntax. Data, variable name of type, some data type. Okay. So now, by using this knowledge, we will create some variables. Yesterday I told you I wanted to have V1, V2, V3, and I want to store V1 value, V2 value, something. So data, V1 of type I for integers. So I need one more, data V2 of type I. It is my second variable. Okay. Data V3 of type I, my third variable. So I have created three variables. V1 I created, V2 I created, V3 I created. What type of variables they are? They are all integer variables. That means I can store some integer values. You know about integer values, negative numbers, not decimals. 10.25 is not integer. Integers means negative numbers, 0, and positive numbers. -5, -4, -3, -2, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are called integers. 10.5, 1.5. These are not, those are called decimals, right? Floating points. So I have created 3 integer variables. Now how to store the values? Now let me store v1 equal to 100. Then v2 equal to 200. So I stored v1. In v1 I stored a value called 100. In v2 I stored a value called 200. Now I wanted to add the sum of these two into v3. Then what I will write, v3 equal to v1 plus v2. And remember here, while using this equal to operator, while using this plus operator, we need to give some space between them. So this is not accepted by the system. Okay, this will understand differently. So you need to give a space. Even with assignment operators also. Always between operator and operands. V1 is an operand, plus is an operator, V2 is an operand. Between operator and operand, we need to leave one blank space. So V1 equal to 100, V2 equal to 200. This is correct, but this is wrong because you did not give the spaces here between the operator and operand. V1 is an operand, give a space, operator. After operator, give a space, then operand. It will accept this one only. So now these two values are added and that value is stored in V3. Now how can I display this V3 on this output? I will show like this, right? New line. So every time we will follow that new line, sum equal to, comma, V3. You see what is that meaning, you know? What is that meaning, you know? First I said go to new line. After that I said display sum equal to, and after that display the value of V3. This code is absolutely equal to this code. Here I wrote both of them in the same line. Here I wrote it in the 2 lines. You see comma. So comma means again write V3. It will applicable. So it will understand that the meaning of this statement is this one. First I am displaying sum equal to just some SS. Then I am displaying the value of V3. First print like this. Check for the errors, activate it, execute it. Now sum equal to, it is showing some output value 300. Because first line I displayed sum equal. If I did not write that one also, what will happen? Just only it will show the value 300. But what is this 300? What is this 300 called? I don't know. So I'm displaying some message before. What is the message I'm displaying? First I displayed sum equal to, like that. Now control is here. Now if I display anything, that 300 will come here. 300 will come here or 300 will go to next line. That is up to you. Now I am displaying right V3. Did I say slash here? No. Suppose if I say slash here also, what will happen? In this line it will display sum equal to. After that this slash will go to new line and 300 will display in the next line. Sum equal to 300. Why 300 goes to next line? Because here I put slash here. That's why 300. So that should not go next line. That should come on the same line. Don't put slash. So here also slash required because anyhow that is the very first statement all we are making. Activate it, run it. Sum equal to 300. Very good. So instead of writing these two statements, we wrote this one. Shortcut, right colon. Actually here colon is not required. You are making as two different statements. So write sum equal to, write V3. But here instead of writing write 2 times, I wanted to put a colon, shorthand operator. First what I wanted to show, sum equal to, comma. Next what I wanted to show, V3. Instead of writing these 2 lines, we wrote only one write statement, right? Colon. See here there is no colon because every statement is independent. Here this write is applicable to this line and this line also. Now instead of this way also, after comma I am putting V3 also here. It is easy for me to write just only one line. So if you understand one thing, these two lines, this line, all these three are absolutely same. You are writing differently, but the output will comes in the same way. System understanding is also same way. Activate it, show the output, it is coming. So let me show that one also. Let me show that way also. So you try to observe the difference. What is there? What came here? What is here? What came here? What is the difference between this? You try to observe, you will automatically see that. Now I'm displaying 3 times. If I see the output, 3 times I got the output. But nowhere I'm going to next line, right? So here, let me go to new line. Here, let me go to new line. Here not required because that is the first write statement. So anyhow, that will comes in the very first line. Activate it. Sum equal to 300, sum equal to 300, sum equal to 300. All same outputs came because I displayed it 3 times. But every time I wrote it differently. You can understand that. Is it clear now how to create a variable, how to store a value, how to do the calculations, finally how to display the output? This is all covered in this program G60_demo2. You can open this code. Similar way, you can copy paste this code into your program. Similar way, you can write your own. You should write, don't do copy pasting things. You have to type, then only you will understand what are the mistakes you are doing. If I do copy paste, it will work. Why should you copy paste? You open my program and test it. For that, why should you do copy paste? You do type it on your own. Next, we will see how to work with other variable types also. Demo 3, create using data types. Third program we are creating. In this program, now we understood how to create different variables, right? Now we will see different variables. First, let me say data. Now, instead of creating V1, V2, we will take some meaningful names. Variables, we should take some meaningful names, correct? So my employee ID. So I have one employee ID, right? So data EID, employee ID of type. So my employee ID or else my PAN number. Data PAN. First my age. Data age of type I, because my age is not 10.25, 30.45. It is a age, always we say integers only, right? So it is an integer variable. Next, my group, my blood group, for suppose, or my city name, or else my initial. Data initial of type C. Now in initial, I can store one character because type C means you can store only one character. What is this is? This is the name of your variable. What is initial? The name of your variable. This is names. In the earlier exam, we taken V1, V2, V3. Instead of V1, V2, V3, now we are taking some meaningful names. Data, name of type. There are 2 ways. I want to store my name. But if I say C, then obviously it will take only, from the Sriram, it will not take all 6 characters. It will take only 1 character because data type C can store only 1 character. But I want to store my name, right? So we'll do like this. Length 10. It is a character, but now it can store up to 10 characters. So Sriram, 6 characters I can store. Rakesh, 6 characters. Narayana, 8 characters it will take. So more than 10 it cannot take. I given like that. So try to see the difference between initial and the name. Then data, which company I am working, or of type string. This is different. Same like character, but here there is no limit. Whichever length you store, it will take that much. I'm working for Accenture, I can type that. I'm working for TCS, I can type that. I can type for I'm working for Entity Data Business Solutions, it will take that. Any length of characters, it will take that. Because we've taken that as a string type, company. Then I'm declaring some different variables with different data types. So when I joined the company, date of joining of type D. And today, when did I punch in? At what time I punch in the office? I swipe in. When did I swipe in? So swipe in of type T. Swipe out of type T. So that means swipe in, swipe out. These two are about the time data type, because the data type is type T. Then what is your basic salary? You wanted to store that in some decimals, right? You can use type P or type F also. So of type P, packet decimal. So for storing some decimal values, we use P, packet decimal. So fractional decimal places are 2 and fractional places are about 5 places. Length is 5, decimals 2. You can store. Now you see here, I have taken a lot of variables of different data types. Data type integer, data type character with the length 10, then company name as a string, date of joining as date, swipe in, swipe out as times, my basic salary of type decimal, P for packet decimal with the length 5 decimals, up to 2 decimals, up to 3 decimals that you can store. Similarly, there is another thing also about the numeric character. We will talk about the numeric character after a while. But now let us see how to store the values in this one. A is equal to, it is a integer value, right? So my age is about 40 years. Then initial. I'm just storing some values now. So declaration is over. I declared a lot of variables. Now I am trying to store some values. A is equal to 40. My initial equal to K. But you see, for 40, I did not put the single quotes because those are values. For characters and strings, you should put it in the single quotes. Then what about my name? My name equal to Sriram. I can store because name is a character variable with length 10. Up to 10 I can store. Then which company I am working? My company name equal to I can store anything, whichever name I want, I can store. ABC Technologies Private Limited. This is the company name. I can store any name because this is of a type string. Then when did I join this company? DOJ, date of joining. When you are storing the dates, I told you dates always should get stored. Dates always should get stored in this format. YYYY This is the format it will take. So I joined this company in the year 2000, in the year 2002, in the month November, on the date 25th. That's my date of joining. You should take in this format for your understanding. I put a comment also here. Inline comment, you see. Only this part will become comment. This is valid, but this is only commented. Then today, when did I swipe in? Time. So time, we should keep in again single quotes, hours. So today morning 9:30, 45 seconds. I did swipe in. So time values you can store like HH, hours, minutes, SS seconds. You should store like that. So swipe out. But suppose I am not storing anything in swipe out. That means it will not have any value. This is blank. Right now I am not giving any value. Then what's my basic salary? So my basic salary, full stop. Some 9,985.55. Decimals you store it in quotes like this, but still it is a value. You can do calculations and it will take the values also. Because why it is like, it is a value only, though you are putting in single quotes, because if it is not there, system will understand that this decimal is the end of the above program statement. Decimal is actually above the end of the above program statement, right? So here one decimal is coming, here one decimal is coming. So this is a numeric decimal, this is a program statement closing. So it will not take, so let's keep it like this. Right. So I created variables of different data types and I stored different types of values. Let us see the output of them. My name, comma. What is your variable name? Name. My age. What is the variable name? Age. My company. What is the company name? Company. My date of joining. D was it. You can take smalls, capitals. So variable, here variable I taken in the capital letters. But here variable I'm writing in the small letters. No problem. System will understand that you are calling the same variable. So my basic. I'm just displaying all the output. Swiping. Comma. Swiping. And when I'm swiping out today, right now there is no value, so it will show all zeros. My swipe in, my swipe out. So I declared some variables. I stored some values. Finally, I'm displaying some output. Check for the errors. Activate the code. Output. So my name is Sriram, my S40, my company. See, entire company name it's stored. And then my date of birth. So the format, why just taken like this? I'll change the format. So this is the basic salary. I mean, normally the output 1000 separator is dot, comma, dot, and decimal separator is comma, but we can change the setting. My swipe in time I given, but my swipe out time is blank, so we got all zeros. And the date 21st. Year, month, date. It is taking out. I'll check that. So if I run this program 100 times also, you are getting the same output. There's no difference because values are taken. So usually we are not learning ABAP for doing this kind of family details and personal details outputs. But we are learning different syntaxes, different keywords, different way of writing code. So all these are the programming basics. How to use right keyword, how to use decimal, how to use numeric values, how to do calculations and all. Now this program, so here I declared and here I stored. Now instead of doing it to 2 times, what we can do, let me comment this. Let me comment these two. See, now this code is commented. That means that will not work. So normally, first we will declare the variables and after that we store the values. Directly in the declaration itself, we can store the value. Value 40, just we can type value. So there is no point again to store separately by writing another statement here. In the declaration line, initial value C, value K, my initial is K, and my name, value Sriram. That means what you are trying to store. Value means what you are trying to store in that variable. Company, what is the value? Value means what is the value you are storing. ABC Technologies, my date of joining, value 2022, November, October 12th. My swiping, 9 o'clock, 30 hours, 45 seconds. Swipe out. So here I should type value. Swipe out, I created, but I not given any value. So there is no value. Here, this is my decimal value, 9,9999.77. You see, value is an addition which you can use to store some value directly in the declaration. So system is creating a variable called as of the data type integer and directly it is storing the value 40. Instead of storing 40 here, like this you can do at the declaration line. But later, if you wanted to change, yeah, you can change. Now a is equal to 99. Now if I display here, will a is 40 will come or 99 will come? At the time of declaration, there is a value called 40, correct? After all these things, my A has become 99. So before I'm displaying my A's, currently my A's contains 99. My A's is not 40, so this 40 will not come. So when I am displaying, by the time of displaying, the value of A's is 99. Activate it. Check for the errors. Whatever. Oh, this is commented. Activate it. So program is coming, everything perfect. So 12th date, October month, year 2022 is the year. But just the formats we can change later. I will show you formatting features and everything in the reporting class. So like that. But now, say now after display the A's, I changed the A's value to 99. Say I run the report. What is the A's value right now? Coming on the output screen? 40. Now again, if I run this program, so after the A's value 40 displayed, A's value I changed it to 99. After that, I displayed all these values. If I run this program now, will it display 40 or 99?
40. 40.
Two answers, 40, 40. Others? Others, what is the A's value? Will it display if I run this program again? Before you saw 40, after that I changed the value to 99. Now if I run this program, will it display 40 or will it display 99?
40 only.
40 only, but I changed it to 99. Okay, others? Let me see who will say 99. 3 answers only I received. Same right or wrong, I gave you two options, I should say one option. Now if I display, will I get 40 or 99? Others?
99.
I think maybe
40.
99.
90.
Okay, two answers, 99. Next,
40. It's 40.
46 answers 40, 3 answers 99. 9 people answered. Others?
99.
99.
40.
40. So those who said 40, why do we get 40 but I change it to 99? Na?
Yeah. But we already
Change the
declared
value of age
that
after
way, right?
printing.
Yeah, after printing I change it to 99. Now I am running now. So when I am running now, it should display 99, right? 99 change it, right?
But it's compiled by line.
Correct. You see here, I execute 40 is displayed. After that value 40 displayed, right? After the value displayed 40, age value I change it to 99. Now age contain 99. After that, this is displayed, this displayed, program ended. Now age is not 40, now age is not 99, there's no age, everything is gone. All the program variables will gone. These values are not stored anywhere. Again, tomorrow when you are running again next time, again the program will start here. When the program start here, yes, it will create a variable. What is the value it is storing? 40. It is coming. So when I am displaying age value, what is the age value then?
40.
40. After that, I have changed the age value 99, correct? From here to here, age value 99 is there. But once the program is completed, this is a versatile memory. None of these values will be there in the memory, in the RAM. Gone. Again, when you run the program again starts from here. All these variables, all these values again will start from here. So when you come down, by the time you reach here, the age value is again 40. That only will display. You never get 99. But here, at the end of the program, if I display again one more time, if I display the age value one more time, correct. Here age value 40 displayed. After that age is changed to 99. After all the statements, when I display the age value, so by this time, yes, you are right. The age value is 99. So 99 will be displayed. Test it now. Activate it and test it. Here age is 40. And by the time I reach here, when I displayed here again, age value is 99. Good. So you should know when it is changing, where it is changing, where you are using. Even here, if you change, but still you are not using that. So if you are not using that, you are not using that set order. The change happened, but you are not using that. You have to do a lot of back and forth changes, back and forth experiments. Then automatically you can understand these things. Okay. Now this is demo 3. Now this program we will update with more features. Demo 4. Using parameters, executable program, save it, local object. Same like before, I wanted to do some calculations on two variables. So data, value 1 of type I, value 2 of type I. Value 1 equal to 100, value 2 equal to 200, v3 equal to value 1 plus value 2. Check for the errors, activate the code, execute. Sum equal to 300. Now, if I give this program to somebody, if you tell them, hey, I wrote a program, and that program, if you run that program, it will add 100 plus 200 and you will get the output. Oh, is it? He is very happy because he is getting 100 plus 200. But if he runs this program 100 times, 100 times also, every time this program is adding 100 and 200 only. Because the program is written like that. The program is taking 100 and 200 and it is adding both of them. But it is not letting the user give two own values. Give two values, whichever user likes. And if that program can able to add those two, that is more useful to him. Every time when he is running the program will ask him, please give me value for value 1, value 2. It will take the inputs from the user. It will add both of them. So I wanted to know what is the sum of 555 plus 789. I wanted to get the sum of those two. If I give both the values, if it adds me, that is the benefit. But this program, what is the benefit? 100 times also if I run this program, every time this program is adding only 100 and 200. If I wanted to different sum, I need to change the code, but I don't know how to change the code. The people who are using this program cannot change this code. So we should let the program to accept the inputs. If I run this program, sum is 300, sum is 300, sum is 300. Because the program is adding the 100 plus 200. But rather taking some fixed values like this, let the program accept the inputs from the user. So that one we can do like this. If you wanted to take the values from the users, instead of data, we should use the keyword called parameters. Very simple thing. Same like above, but here instead of data, I am taking a keyword called parameters. Beautiful. Then I no need to take 100 and 200, not required. See, what is the difference between this and this? Instead of the keyword data, I'm using the keyword called parameters. Yeah, sorry. So here I have taken two variables. So now instead of using the data, I used the parameters. Now you see what is the difference will come. Execute it. Wow. Now you see it is asking some inputs to the user. See, one screen came, two input fields came. Fantastic. I will give you here 40, 30, two values. So 40 will be stored in value 1, 30 will be stored in value 2, then 40 plus 30 is storing in V3. That V3 output is coming, sum equal to 70. Very good. Now I can come back. Again, I can run 100, 150. Execute. I got sum 250. So rather taking two fixed values every time, the user is allowed to provide some input here. Just with a simple keyword change, we are able to do this. Come back. See, every time you no need to go back here. How many times you wanted to run 500 plus 600? Run. 1100 got here. Come back. Directly you can change again. Again you wanted to run 555, 666, so 1221. Come back. As many times you wanted to change, you can change, and again you can click on execute F8. Once you click on F8, this is the final output screen. This is the output screen. But before that, whatever the screen that is coming where you are entering the value, so this particular screen is called selection screen. So you wrote the code in the source code editor. After that, system is displaying one screen which is called selection screen. There you will enter the inputs. Then finally output screen will come. Earlier directly we got the output screen, no selection screen, because you did not write any parameter statements. Now you have, so that this is selection screen is coming in between. This is the selection screen currently you are in. You provide your inputs, execute it, we are getting the outputs. Now you do one thing, whatever the previous program we did, company name, decimal value, date of joining, everything we taken now. Now you change all of them with parameters. Parameters name, parameters initial, parameters date of joining, parameters company name. You take all of them with parameters. Accept the data from the user. Then finally display that output. That is one exercise for you. You should do that exercise. So this is how we can take the parameters. So here, let me say my variables are V1, V2, V3. Instead of value 1, value 2, I have taken V1, V2, V3. Actually, we should not take like this. We should take some meaningful names only. I will tell all the best practices at the end. So activate it, execute it. Now V1. So what should I enter V1? V1 means, is it a value or is it a name or is it a date of birth? What should I enter V1? See, that is not understandable, correct? So that's why we should not take V1, V2. So we should take some kind of meaningful names. That's why instead of taking V1, V2 or something like that, we are taking value 1, value 2, like that we can take. Otherwise, let it be V1, V2. When I run the program, here V1, V2 is coming, right? But temporarily, you can change these headings. You can change these headings. Your variables are V1, V2 only. But on the output, you wanted to show some kind of meaningful message. For that, you can do about go to this option, text elements. So your program is like this, but when I run the program, instead of getting V1, V2, which is not understandable by user, if you wanted to give some meaningful information to them, click on go to text elements. In this text elements, other things you'll understand later. Go to this middle one, selection text. Selection text. Here, V1, V2 is there, right? Here you write some text. Enter. First value. For this one, you give some name. Enter second value. Save this, activate this. You need to activate this separately. Keep it active. Come back. See your program, it is V1, V2 only. Here V3 equal to V1, V1 plus V2. Output is also coming V3. But now you run the program. See your headings are changed here. Enter first value. This is indirect. Whatever you are entering, it will go and store in V1. Whatever you enter here, it will go and store in V2. But rather showing V1, V2, we are able to show some complete meaningful names. So for your employee age, company name, earlier program also, you change some meaningful text like this. 100.
Can you show it again? Like
I will. 100, 400. Output is 500. Absolutely. So some meaningful text you can show to the parameter statements. How to go there, team? You be there in the source code. Click on go to menu. To take this steps, click on go to menu. Go to text elements. Then click on this one. We will use other things also later. Go to selection text, the middle one. So you will find your V1, V2s there. There you can write some text. There you can write whatever you want. You can write. But remember, you should activate this here. Remember, make a note of it. You should activate this here. If you don't activate this here, it will not applicable to your program. This is a separate entry. So you should activate this first here. Then go back, activate your program also, and then test it. You will see. Okay, so here user not entered any values. He is just, so here he entered value 100. So V1 is 100, but V2 he did not enter anything. He pressed enter. He's executing. Then the default value will be there. The default value for integers is 0. That means V1 value is 100, V2 value is 0 because user not entered anything. So 100 plus 0. 100 plus 0 is 100. So the output also you will get 100. Don't think like you are getting the V1 value. No, you are not getting V1 value. 100 plus 0 it is doing. Suppose user not entered anything in V1. Here he entered 550. So the V1 value will be 0. Inside by default it will have the value 0. If you give anything, it will replace. If you not, internally it has the value 0. 0 plus 550, that is 550. The sum is also 550 we are getting like that. But I want user compulsory to provide a value. Parameter V1 of type I, obligatory I said. The moment I said obligatory, I give an obligatory only for V1. Now you see what will happen. You see here, there is one tick mark coming. So that field is indicating this is mandatory field. Here he entered 300. Let him try to run the program. It will not allow. You see here, he is getting a make an entry in the mandatory field. Enter first value. Compulsory, he must enter the value in the first field, 200. Then output is coming. Okay, I will give that to 200, but I don't give any value here. Will it accept? Yes, it will accept because I did not make V2 mandatory. I make V1 only mandatory. So 200 is given. This is not given. Still that is okay. It will accept. But if you don't give any value in V1, if you give the value only for V2, system will not allow you to run. He said, because you said V1 is a obligatory. User compulsory should provide a value for V1. Whether you provide for V2 or not, that's not matter for me, but please provide a value for V1 it is asking. Because of this statement, obligatory. Even V2 also I want to make obligatory. Yeah, you can do that. Execute it. Now you see, you are getting that box in both. If you are in one, you will see the other one. This tick mark, that is indicating it is a mandatory field. You run this one, it will not allow. You give 100, it will not allow because second value also you should give 200. Then only it will allow. So whichever fields you wanted to keep user compulsory should enter a value, you can keep them obligatory. See, by default, when I run this program, is it displaying any values here? No, this is also blank. This is also blank. It is coming. But I wanted to show some default value. Let me take the value as the last operator. Is it not allowing? Then it is obligatory. Looks like that. Defaulter, not value. We should use defaulter. It's a wrong keyword. Value we can use for data statements, not for parameters. I will show you. So it got start. Jump up. Okay, team. So take a break now. Not value operator. Some taken here to provide some default. Now you should not only sum, you should do all the four calculations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So I will give you the symbols for this. You take two values and do all that calculations. For addition, you can use plus. For subtraction, you can use minus. For multiplication of two values, star. For division, hash. For modulus, okay, modulo operator I will tell you. So do these four first: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division. Get the value into some variable and display that output. So execute the program, activate it, run the program. See, by default, at least it is coming up with some default values. And when I say run, output is coming. Those are obligatory, but at the same time, they are coming with some default values also. But user can change if they want to. So you can set up some default value with the addition default. Default some value you can give. If it is any character variable, you should put it in the single quotes. It is a number, so directly you can give like this. But default is the addition. Normally in the data statement, you should use value addition. Here this is called default. So these are 4 demo programs I given to you. And for those who already worked on ABAP, for them it is very comfortable things. But those who are learning it first time and doing it first time, for them it is new. You open demo 1, you open demo 2, demo 3, demo 4. You see the code and you type the code and you try to execute the code on your own way. If you get any syntax errors or anything, you just ping it in the chat. So we'll answer to that. So let's do this for the remaining time, team. So now you can take a break for 15 minutes. So from 12 to 1, the 1 hour of time, you try to spend as much as you can on writing this write command, parameters command in multiple ways. Give all kind of R&D on this. So you will come to know some errors. So after lunch, we will see creating our own custom types, and also we will learn about looping statements, do loop, for loop, while loops, if conditions, and all other switch statements, all other more programming basic stuff we are going on. So we are moving to the next advanced areas. So be familiar at least with the basic way of testing the coding. You please do start practicing these 4 programs, 5 programs which I have already given there. Ping me if you have any questions. Become familiar in next 1 hour of time. Don't waste the time. So any questions? Is anyone facing any challenges? Anyone has any questions? So how many of you did the developments? Let me check here. SC38. So G11. So G11, did you not create the programs?
105. Is it 105? 11 is like I said wrong. 105.
105. 105. Only one program you created? 2 programs?
3 programs.
Okay, good. 108. No programs. So team, who created other programs?
116.
This field normally you can enter date, month, year. Selection screen normally you should enter. Good. So you can give some kind of yes.
Actually, I given number as a 999 that in from password. Can I change that now?
You can.
How to change that?
Right? Yeah. Right. So what do you want to change? What is the program you created?
Mine is Z999.
Okay. Underscore.
Z999 test. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Right. So this is the fourth program. Sum, subtraction, multiplication, division. Good. Perfect. Yeah. So what do you want to change now?
That I given number from password, that 999. Is it okay?
That's all. That's okay. That's okay. You continue. You can take 99 or 999. No problem. You continue with the same idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 people. Who else? Who else did this?
Mine is 777 Z77
VDI connection to internet.
underscore test one.
So you written everything only in one program, or you created only one?
Created only one.
No problem. That's good.
Hello, Sriram. I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
Yeah, when we are getting that output, my ages, we are getting long space now.
Yeah. What is your program?
It is Z117 test 3. 116. Sorry, Z116 test.
Okay. So let me run this. Name is company, date of joining. Yeah. What is your doubt now?
Space, age is.
Right. Why it is coming like this? Correct.
Yeah.
So basically, what will happen? Characters will follow left alignment, but numbers will follow right alignment. So what system will do? System for any integer values, first it will occupy some around 8 bytes space, and it will start printing from the right hand side. For example, if you so in this program, let me take one more parameters. Basic type I. So wait. See, I just taken another 2 variables. So let me. So after the is, let me display. Wait. Now you will see why it is printing like that. Because numbers should follow right alignment. Name Ravi, yes 55, my basic 22,000. Okay, my weight, for example, 105 or 103 kilos. Company name. my date of journey. If you see here now, you see these numbers 55, 103, 22,000. Are they all following the right alignment?
Yeah.
Numbers should come like this, or 55 should come here. 55 should come to left hand side, or 55 should go to right hand side.
Okay.
So 55 should be displayed here, or it should be displayed on the left side.
Right side. We need to display left side.
No, because these are all numbers, right? So system, we can change that also explicitly, but what for characters it will follow left to right. But numbers, system actually will take around 10 bytes of output space. See, every of them will take the same space, but it will start printing from the right to left. So because of that, if you display multiple values also, but the numbers all will come in the correct alignment. Now you see 55, 103, 22,000, they're all appearing in the correct sequential order, ones, tens, hundreds, correct? So for that, system by default is taking this alignment.
Okay.
That's the reason you're getting that space. We can change that if we want. In the reporting time, we will see that.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Numbers always follow the right alignment. Any other questions?
Sriram,
Yes,
actually,
please.
is there any rules for the parameters that we need to give this much of characters, like length 8 or 7?
For the name of the parameter
For
name
the-
should be 8 characters. Yeah, it should be 8 characters. So the name of the parameter. So try to keep even variables also. Try to keep it up to 8 characters.
Okay, thank you.
So how much memory system will allocate for integer? How much memory it will allocate for characters? That we will discuss after a while about the memory management. So those are the advanced things. So you will understand that here slowly. Okay, team. So let's go with the further topics. So keep doing more practice, become more familiar. So now we will see about some more additional programming basics. That's 66 underscore demo. So for these four programs I have created, you can open them anytime. You can see the code. Same that I'm creating another program. Demo file. You don't create with this name. Don't use demo. So other people will not get confused. So using control statements. So normally when we are writing programs, always we need to do a lot of calculations. Not only calculations, even sometimes we need to validate the data also. We need to check whether the user given the correct input or not. See, you are asking about the age, but if somebody enter age value minus 45, is that correct? Will someone will have age value minus 45? No, it will allow you, but still that's not a correct value. It should be 45. Minus 45 years means that is wrong thing. So I wanted to check if the values are correctly entered, then only I wanted to display them. I want to do some calculations. The user should enter both input values as positive numbers only. If you enter any one negative integer, I should not do addition, subtractions, and others. So that kind of validations, if you wanted to perform, sometimes some statements you may have requirement to repeat. That is about writing some loop statements. So we do all of that using various control statements. So we will go through a couple of examples, then we will see that. So here, let me take one simple example. Parameters, name of type C, length 20, some name. Parameters is of type I. So I wanted to validate if the age value is above 18 or not. Then I wanted to check whether he is eligible for election voting or not. Some calculation, some check I wanted to perform. So how do we use that? We will see. So here we will make both are mandatory values, auxiliary, and age value also. Okay, age value I not made auxiliary. Age value I left it blank. So if I display name and if I display age, what will be displayed? Let us see this. So name is okay. My name is coming. My age is coming. So all formatting options I will tell you later. Team. So by default numbers are taking the right side alignment, right? But forcefully, if you wanted to pull it to left hand side, you can write left justified. I will tell those things later. Now, if you see the output, so this is what you are expecting, right? This number also to come here. Yeah. So if you want something to be displayed forcefully left side, you can write left justified. Okay. So for now, anyhow, let's display that. But I wanted to check if this employee, sorry, if this particular person is eligible for voting or not. So I want to validate the age value. If the age entered is 18 years or above, he is eligible for admission. Otherwise, he is not eligible for admission. So how do I check? That kind of checks we can do with if condition, if statement. This is one of the control statements. So how it works? I will first give you the syntax. If you do write one condition. If this condition is satisfied, then whatever statements you are writing, that statements will run. And if it should be like this. If you write some condition, system will check this condition. If the condition is true, if the value is true, condition is satisfying, it is giving the output true. Yes, that is correct. Then the system will go inside, the statements will run. In case if the condition is wrong, if the condition is failing, system will not go inside. System will come to end if, and after end if, whatever the other programming is there, that will go on. So we will see this. So here I am giving you the parallelly here I am giving you the nodes also. These are all comments only. So I wanted to check if, what I wanted to check if age is greater than or equal to, that is the symbol. If it is greater than 18, then I wanted to display you are eligible for admission. Every if condition should have closing also, and if. See, as I said before, this is also correct program, no problem at all. This one also will run. This is also correct program, but if somebody look at your program, they cannot read it easily understandable, right? So we are writing that in the multiple lines for an easy reading, for an easy understanding. Then somebody can understand, okay, there is a if statement, there is an end if statement. You can compress that also. So that entire if logic is went inside. Not only one statement team, you can write so many statements. You can write so many statements. So what will happen? If the condition is true, if this if condition is true, you will go inside, the control will go inside, it will execute all these statements. It will do these calculations, it will show the outputs, it will do everything. If condition is not satisfied, if the condition fails, it will not go inside. That means it will not run any of the statements. Directly, the controller will come to end if. After the end if, whatever is there, that will go on. Okay, we will see that. So right now I kept only a simple statement. If age is above 18, I am displaying you are eligible for admission. After that, I am displaying his name, I am displaying his age also. There's no thing for this. Only this statement, only if statement. These are not relevant to if. If started here, if closed here. These two are not belongs to if statement. If condition started here, if condition ended here. Okay, irrespective of this condition, these two statements will run. These two statements are completely independent statements. Activate it, execute it. So Sriram is 42. Then execute. What I am getting, you see, you are eligible for admission. Sriram 42. My name, my age also printed on the output. But now let me give the age value 12. Execute. Only my name and value coming, but you are eligible for admission. That statement is not coming, if you see, because the system not went inside. The age condition is failed, so system directly came out of end if. It will go to end if, and these two are running. Otherwise, we will do one more way. If it is above 18 years, then only I wanted to display his name and age. So what is happening here? If the age, now I kept everything inside the if statement. Now you see what is the difference? I put everything in the if statement. So if condition is true, all these will run. Then finally it will go to end if over. There is nothing in the program. If the condition fails, this will not go inside. None of these statements will run. It will go to end if. After end if there is any program, that program will continue. If there is no program, if there is no code, that program also will stop. You are eligible for admission. Your name Sriram, your age 42, all displayed. I'm happy. But now, if I change this to 12, why it's not displaying anything? Because there is no statement to display anything in the program. If condition fails, your age 12 is not greater than 18, so it is not working. Let me run again. If I give 18, then also it will not display anything, because I given the condition age should be greater than 18. No, I wanted to say whether it is 18 or above 18, both it should take. Then you do right, greater than or equal to. This is the symbol you should use for greater than or equal to. Execute it. So now let me give the age 18. Now you will get the output. You are eligible for admission, your name, your age. But if the condition is failing, it is not displaying anything. In case if the condition fails, if his age is not greater than 18, greater than or equal to 18, I wanted to display some other message. If condition is true, I wanted to do something. If condition is not true, I wanted to do something else. So how to do that? So this is one type of if statement. If condition is true, then style 2, second pattern. If give the condition, if it is true, please do execute these statements. Else, if condition fails, please do execute these statements. So we are giving two blocks of statements. If condition true, do that. If condition fails, do this. In the first case, we given only if block, there is no else. But now we are giving if and else. Else will run. If the condition is true, it will only run these statements. This will not go to else part. Directly after the if condition, it will go to and if. If this condition fails, it will go to else part. So the statements you written in the else part, in the else block will run. After that, it will go to and if. So we will see here. If the age is not greater than or equal to 18, else, that means if not, else, then I wanted to show you a message. Sorry, you are not eligible. Save it, check for the errors, activate it, execute. Now is Sriram 42, run. You are eligible for admission. Your name, your age displayed. But now I will give age value 12. It is saying, sorry, you are not eligible. That means what is happening? It is executing the statement written in the else block. It is not if condition is fails. So the system is going to this area. Here also you can write multiple statements. Then you can execute them. If condition statements, else statements. Clear? Any questions? Now in this one, we'll see one more pattern. If condition is true, please do run these statements. Else, if, again I'm giving another condition, then I'm writing another statements. Else, another statements. And if. You can have any number of else ifs like this. Else if, that means if the first condition is true, it will run these statements enough. It will not do anything. It will not go anymore. But if this condition fails, then it will go to else. But again, is it directly doing? No. Again, there is one more condition you are checking. But this condition will check only if the first condition fails. If the first condition is true, these statements will run. That's it. Over. And if the condition fails, system will go to next else part. But this is not a normal else. This is else if. That means again there is one more condition. It will validate this condition. If this is true, it will display again another set of statements. Unfortunately, if that condition also fails, then it will go to the final else block. And again, it will run the respective statements given in that else block. We'll see through an example. Here, if the age is greater than or equal to 18, I'm saying you're eligible for admission. Else, there is one more option. By any chance, if that candidate is above 16 years, he's not 18, but at least he already crossed 16 years, so that we can give them on a special quota, okay, or we can give them on a temporary based hiring. I wanted to make even those candidates also eligible, but on a special criteria. If he is not even 16 also, then I'm saying, sorry, you're not eligible. So if above greater than or equal to 18, you are eligible for admission. Else, I'm checking one more condition. If age is greater than or equal to 16. You are not eligible, but you can meet principal, but you can apply on special quota. If that is also not working, then finally else, sorry, you are not eligible, I'm saying. Now did you see? This is all one thing only. If age is greater than or equal to 18, do something else. Check at least if it is above 16 or not. Thank God, in the borderline, if it is above 16, okay, not greater than or equal to, I said only greater than. At least it is greater than 16, it is checking this. But you know, when system is doing this checking, only when it is not above 18, then it is coming here and it is checking. If it is above 18, will it come here and check again? No. If the if condition is true, after the if block is executed, system will directly go to end if. It will not go to any inside things. Activate it, execute it. Sriram 42. He said, you are eligible for admission, your name, your age. But here I entered my age 17. It's not 18. Then it is saying you are not eligible, but you can apply on special quota. This is displaying you are not eligible, but you can apply on special quota. Now the age is 15. Now saying, sorry, you are not eligible. This is how we can write multiple if statements. In case if he is not above 16 also, he is not greater than or equal to 16 also, then one more last chance. Else if his age is greater than 15. You can apply for now, but no guarantee. For the seat confirmation, I said like this. So like that, you can write any number of else statements. If not the first one, it will go to the second one. If not the second one, it will go to the third one. If not third one, it will go to fourth one. That is how it will run. Age 42. You are eligible. Now as given age 17. You are not eligible, but you can apply on special quota. Now age 15. I think I given now age 16. I think there I given only greater than 15. Should be greater than or equal to 15. Age 17. Yeah, you're not eligible, but you can apply on special quota. And if the age is 15, you can apply for now, but no guarantee for the seat confirmation or just anything else. Beyond all these things, if you enter age 12, obviously you will get only sorry, you're not eligible. The last message. So system validated this. As it fails, it validated this. As this one also not possible, it will validate this. As not possible, finally it went to else part. Like that, we can write multiple else if statements if you want, and that's it. So what are the operators we have? So these are the operators we have. You can use greater than symbol, or you can use GT. You can use greater than or equal to symbol, or you can use the keyword GE, greater than or equal to. Similarly, you can use less than LT. Similarly, you can use less than or equal to. Whether both the values are equal to or not, you have to use this one. Two equal to, so you should use equal. Is it not equal? You can use not equal. You see, instead of symbols, you can use, say, greater than or equal to, right? You can write like this also. If A is GE 18, GE means greater than or equal to. Is A is greater than 16, GE. Is A is greater than 14, greater than GT. I'm displaying that. Yeah, these are the, you can use the symbols or you can use the operator names also in ABAP coding. Not this one, not equal to, I think this one. So not equal to, this is the operator. One less than, one greater than. That is a symbol for not equal to. Anytime, if they're equal, you can check that. If they're not equal, you can check that. Execute it. Huh? Is 12 eligible for, I'm sorry, I said not equal to. So you can use symbols or you can use character words also as your operator, comparison operators. I given the list here. Greater than GT, greater than or equal to GE, less than LT, less than or equal to, not equal to. And not also there. This is for not will see later. Is it clear? This is how we do use so next we can work on nested if statements also. The next one is about nested if statements. What is called a nested if? Nested if means one if statement, another if statement. If inside if, this is called nested if. For example, if some condition, if this condition is true, then what I am doing? I am doing another condition inside. If that condition is correct, I am doing another condition. Then I am writing some statements. Else some statements. And if. Look at here. This if, this and if are the outer statements. If the first condition is true, I'm going inside. Instead of statements here, I have one more condition also to check. So if inside if this condition is true, these statements are working, then finally and if. So this if does not contain else. If you want one more else for that if also, you can do that. Else statements ending. So here if the condition is true, it will go inside. It will check this condition. Again, it will run this statement. If this condition fails, it will go this and if. As we entered inside, after this if, it will come to else and directly will go to end if. These statements will not run. If this condition fails, then it is not going inside to check. So when it is not going inside to check, it will not check this if this else. Directly system will come to else. If the first condition fails, system directly will go to its else statement, not the inside else. Inside else belongs to that inside if. You will go to inside if only if the first condition is true. But the first condition itself is false. Directly it will go to the else block. So like this, we can write if inside if also for our programs. So like this, we can write some nested if statements also. That is called one if condition inside if condition. Like that, you can prepare any complex hierarchy. We will go through another example. So here, for example, name is, and also let me ask for the gender also. Okay, whether male or female. Parameters. Gender of type C. It is only one character, male or female, that we should enter. Now, what I wanted to check is basically for our college admission. So, if he is male, right? If he is male, his age should be above 18 for the admission. Okay, or for women's quota, for example, for about a government job application, the males should have age value 25 or above for applying for the job. In case if they are female, 20 years is also fine. About 20 years they are eligible, but for male they should have about 25. That is the condition we wanted to check on. We say as long as we can do with the logic, I mean nested if statements also, or we can do with the logical operators also. So what are the logical operators we have? Sometimes we will require to check double conditions. He should be male and he should be about 25. Both should satisfied. Then only, otherwise no. So sometimes condition 1 and condition 2. Two conditions parallelly should check and both conditions should satisfy. So we can use AND. We can join multiple conditions with AND, or sometimes condition 1 can be true or condition 2. Any one thing is okay, we are okay to go. Either this or that. We can join multiple conditions with OR also. If you join with AND, it will validate both conditions should be true. Both conditions should be true. Like this, we can use AND, or, not. So these are the three, AND, or, not. These are the three logical operators also we will use. We will go through some examples. Okay. So this program I will not disturb for now. We return so many things inside this. This is the first program, correct? So let me be like this. Let's create another program, demo 6. Create using logical operators, executable program, save it. So here we are entering some fields about. So I will take the example like this. So our company is actually offering some kind of a medical insurance top up. For all women employees, for all men employees, so their basic should be above 30,000. If the basic is above 30,000, company is giving them medical insurance top up, free medical insurance top up. If their basic is above 30,000, for all 30,000 above basic people, they are giving the free medical insurance. And for males, same thing for females, about 20,000 also, that is fine, they are eligible, they are giving the medical insurance. So we have to check that one. Parameters, name of type C, length 20, about the person is, then parameters, gender of type C, male or female, parameters, basic of type I. Now here we need to check if, then how to check? As I said, their basics also need to be verified. Then their gender is also is need to be verified, right? We can write it in multiple ways. Let me do like this. If basic is greater than or equal to 30,000 and gender equal to male, both should be there, then we can do it in many ways. You are eligible for medical insurance top up. Else, if not, else, can I say you are eligible for medical? If that means if it is not male, then can I say you are eligible? No. Here also there is an if condition. Else, that means if above thing is not true, else if basic is greater than or equal to 20,000 and gender equal to female, then I am displaying the same message even for them also. By any chance, both conditions are failing, neither that nor this, then we are saying you are not eligible. End it. We can do it even in much smarter way also, but just we are validating two conditions together with end. Save this, check for the errors, activate it. So name, gender male, my basic is 35,000. Then obviously you are eligible for medical insurance top up because I have 30,000. I am male, but my basic is 25,000 only, saying that you are not eligible for medical insurance top up. But this is not male, this is female, about 20,000. So, but 25,000, she is getting, you are eligible for medical insurance top up because though it is 25,000 less than 30,000, but it is female, right? So you are eligible for. Even for female also, she is 15,000. Even in this case, she is not eligible for medical insurance top up. It is coming. So here, two conditions we are validating with the logical operator, and if these two are true, then only the overall statement, the overall condition is true, this statement will run. Else if this one, else if this one, like this we can write. Yeah, this one, if you wanted to do in more smarter way, something like first let me check about the gender. If gender equal to male, then I'm checking. If gender equal to female, then I'm checking. If basic greater than or equal to 20,000. Same thing, above two conditions at a time we are adding with and. Here I am not adding any conditions. Here I am just checking step by step. If it is female, I am checking is it above 20,000 or not. If the first condition is true, if inside if. I am not adding both the things with and. I am checking inside, right? If it is not female, then obviously it is male only. Then directly I am checking there. Salary is it above 30,000 or not. So output you will get the same thing. This is addition. Enough. Activate it. So gender male, 35,000. You are eligible for. See, both are working in the similar way. So one is the output of a first statement. Second thing is the output of the next statement. If it is 25,000, you are eligible for medical insurance top up. You are not eligible because of male. If it is female, yes, you are eligible for medical insurance top up. And even for female also, if it is 15,000, you are not eligible for medical insurance top up. So both programs working in the similar fashion. Here I wrote the if conditions differently. Here I wrote the if conditions differently. Only thing is whether your logic is correct or not. Your logical execution, the sequential hierarchy execution is correct or not. That you need to prepare for. So like this, we can use the if conditions, logical operators, adding up things. You can do one program like this. You enter the employee name, employee city, like 3 characters, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Delhi. So if the employee is, if the employee belongs to Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, they are eligible for some special allowance. Other than those 4 cities, if the employee belongs to any other city other than those 4, in that case, you should check their basic. In that case only, you should check their basic. If they are again above 50,000 basic, they are also eligible. Other people belongs to other cities other than these 4 also eligible in case if their basic is above 50,000. Even for that it is not the case, they are not eligible. So that program you can write. So the condition I am giving here, you take employee name, employee city, employee basic, 3 values. City, you should check if city is Hyderabad or Bangalore or Chennai or Delhi. For these 4, employees are eligible. If employee belongs to any other city other than these 4, their basic should be greater than 50,000. They are also eligible. If that is also failing, this is also failing, they are not eligible. So you implement this. If employee city is one of these things, eligible. No need to check the basic. In case if the city is not above 4, there belongs to some other normal non-metro cities, then compulsory you should check their basic. In such case, if the basic is above 50,000, they are eligible. Even that case also failing, they are not eligible. You have to do this code, you have to do this program on your own. All right. So hope you understood if statements and if statements. Now we will see about switch case statement. Similar like if statement, that works a little different, called switch case. Create see, user is entering some kind of city code, designation code, weekday. Let me take another very simple example. So user is entering some weekday number, and let us display the name of the parameters v1 of type I. So based on the value of I, if it is 1, Sunday, if it is 2, Monday, if it is 3, Tuesday, I should display like that on the output. That means some conditions I should check. If v1 is equal to 1, if the value is 1, I should display Sunday. No, if the user entered else, if if v1 equal to 2, then Monday. Else, if v1 equal to 3, see, in multiple cases you are checking the same variable. You are verifying the value of the v1. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Same variable you are checking against multiple values, correct? So this type of statements you can easily do check more than if condition. You can do with the switch case statement. You can do with if also, but so case v1. When v1 value is 1, when 1, that means if the value of v1 is 1. When 2, that means if the value is 2. When 3, when 4, when 5, when 6, when 7, when others, end case. So this is how we can do work with this. If it is 2, I wanted to show Monday. If it is 3, so if it is a value, you can directly, if it is any variable to check, you should put it in single quotes. Tuesday, Wednesday, when others, that means that given value is not matching with any of the above. Invalid weekday. Invalid weekday number. So user is giving some input. That input I should check with multiple conditions. Is it 1, 2, 3? Is it 4? Is it 5? So one variable you are checking against multiple values. In that case, you can do this with the when statement. If one particular thing is true, system will not check the others. If it is true, system will not go and check the remaining things. Okay, it will directly go to end case and it will close. It will go in the same sequential order. If all fails, and finally whatever finally you return in the when others, that will run. So like this you can use switch case statement. So here let me give 5. It is showing Thursday. Let me give 7. It is showing Saturday. Let me give 2. It is showing Monday. Let me give 22. It is saying that invalid weekday number. Invalid number. Something like this. So this is how, same like if statement, multiple cases we can do check with the case and case. Hope you understood this. Next, we will look at a couple of looping statements. Okay, so take a small break for 15 minutes. So post the break, we will look at looping statements. So note down these two program names: demo 6, demo 5, demo 6, demo 7. We created 3 programs for if conditions and then nested if conditions and then switch case statements also. Quickly, I will cover up loop statements also, and after that, I will give you some exercises for you. So with that, the very core programming fundamentals you can understand, and data dictionary we will discuss tomorrow. We'll say that we will again. I will demonstrate for another 20 minutes post the break. Have a break. We will come back again at 3:45. Thank you. Any questions, team here? Any doubts? Anyone has any questions? Do practice. If you do more practice, you will understand. See, if you wanted to compare like any value, city value you are comparing. Usually, if Hyderabad, then something. If Delhi, if the city is Delhi, then something. If you wanted to check with any character like this, you should put it in the single quotes. Right now, we are checking against values. So against values doesn't require single quotes. If you are checking against some literal, text literal, you should put it in single quotes. All right. So we discussed about if statements and then case statements. So the next one, let us go about some looping statements. So very rare we don't find that kind of requirements also so frequently, but still as we have that in the programming basics, so we should know that. So certain times some statements you will come across the need to repeat them continuously. Okay, about some fixed number of times. So in that times we can use this looping statements. In that one, the first one, so here I do maintain the routes. In that one, the first one is about the do and do. Do and do. So how it works, let us see. For example, so yeah, so looping statements. So sometimes when you wanted to repeatedly execute some kind of statement, so we do use looping statements. So do and do while, and then for loop kind of looping statements we have. But mostly in ABAP, we do use them very less number of times. For example, here I wrote a statement. So welcome to SAP. So some statement I have written. Now this message I wanted to display 5 times. Welcome to SAP, welcome to SAP. Like that I wanted to show it 5 times. If I have to show it 5 times, obviously I need to show the output 5 times. Save, execute, execute. Then I got this 5 times. Why should we get a requirement to display something 5 times? Is depend on the situation. In case now I want it for 20 times. Will you write the program now same way for displaying 20 times? No. Same statement, but it should repeatedly get executed. How program execution will happen? First system will run the first statement. After that it will go to second statement. Then it will go to third statement. So it is a sequential order. Always the program execution will start from the top to bottom. Once it comes down, it will not again go back. The control will not go back and run the same statement, but forcefully we are letting the control go back and again run the same statement again and again for some number of times that we can do. Now instead of doing this way, so this one we can do like this. So I want this statement to run for 5 times. So say do 5 times and enough. So instead of writing this statement for 5 times, what I said, do 5 times. What should I do? Whatever you written. One statement, you can write any number of statements. So system will come here, no conditions here. System will come here. It will run this statement. It will come to end loop. Again, it will go. Now system will automatically count itself. Second time, again it will print this. It will come here. Again, it will go back. Go to the top. Third time, fourth time, fifth time. After 5 times, you will come outside. Then I'm displaying a message, thank you. So 5 times, this will continuously repeat it. Again go back, again go back, again go back. Thank you. After 5 times, you will automatically come outside. Remaining program will continue. So in the remaining program, I said thank you. So it will display 1 time. So like that, certain number of statements you can repeatedly execute. You can repeatedly execute by using this do and do loop statement. This is one loop statement. Now you see this output. Fantastic. So welcome to SAP displayed 5 times. Finally at the end, I got thank you. Now not 5 times, so I want 15 times. No problem. It will execute that statement for 15 times. So that message printed 15 times. Then thank you. So some kind of programming statements, anytime intentionally, purposefully, if you wanted to repeatedly run those kind of statements, we can keep it in this do and do. Okay, or else you can take some variable, some value, and that variable also you can keep up here. For example, parameters v1 of type I. So user will enter some types, how many types. So do v1 times. I said do v1 times. Okay, execute this. So now user is asking some numbers. I said 5. So then welcome to SAP displayed 5 times. Not 5 times. So I said 12. Now it is displayed 12 times. Now I want 3. Now it is displayed 3 times. Now I said 30. It is displayed 30 times. Don't try. If I give 3000, what will happen? What will happen? It will keep on display. It will unnecessarily take a lot of time for the program to run. It will display. If you wanted to say 3000 times also, you can display, not a problem. Your wish. So you can give some fixed number of times. First I said do 5 times, right? And after that, another loop. I said do v1 times. See here, welcome to SAP. I'm displaying 5 times fixed. But welcome to ABAP, I'm displaying according to the number of value user given in the V1. Finally, thank you. So V1 value I'm giving like 7. So normally welcome to SAP displayed 5 times, but welcome to ABAP displayed 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you. So if I say 10, then welcome to SAP 5 times, but welcome to ABAP 10 times. Because this loop I not given a fixed number, I given according to the value of V1. According to the value of V1, we wanted that program, we wanted that statement to repeatedly execute. Similarly, this logic we can use. So this is do and do, right? I said about do and do, and there is another way of also is called do while and do. So there is same thing we can do, but initially it will have a condition check. Okay, so user is entering some value right in V1 while V1 is greater than 0. I am in while loop. Some statement I'm displaying and while and while. So while V value greater than 0, this should run. So V value I given 6. So 6 is greater than 0. It is a condition based. This is not condition based. Do and do is a very simple one. Count, fixed count. But here based on the iterations. Now V1 is 6, which is greater than 0, it will display. It will come here. Again, it will go. Again, V1 is 6 greater than 0, it will display. So it is becoming an endless loop. Now, after I displayed that V1 value, we are reducing. Now V1 value become V1 minus 1. From the V1, I subtracted value 1. Now that 6 will become 5. Is 5 greater than 0? Yes, it will come display. Now V1 will become 4 because every time I'm doing V1 equal to V1 minus 1. I'm reducing the value of V1 by 1. Now 3 greater than 0? Yes. 2 greater than 0? Yes. 1 greater than 0? Yes. 1 minus 1, V1 value becomes 0. Next time when it goes there, 0 is not greater than 0. So condition is failing. This loop also will close. I'm displaying again and one thank you message. This two should comment it. So like this we can use while and while also. So I given a value 6. Okay, this one is. How many times this is displayed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am in while loop, I am in while loop, I am in while loop. 6 times it displayed. Thank you message we got. So let me say 4. So while I am in loop, I am in loop, I am in while loop, 4 times it is displayed. How I am doing that loop here? By writing this statement. While V1 value greater than 0. So here we will display that V1 value also. I am displaying the value of V1 also. I am in while loop, that loop V1 value also. So V1 value 4. Next time when you come, V1 value will become 3. So like this, you can use this for displaying the sequential values also. Execute, activate it, execute it. So let's say 4. See, I am in while loop 4. I am in while loop. Now V1 value become 3. I mean V1 value become 2. V1 value become 1. Finally, when V1 value become 1 minus 1, 0, that loop terminated. 4, 3, 2, 1. How that is all coming? Because I'm displaying, when I'm displaying, first time the V1 value 4. I did here V1 equal to V1 minus 1. Now next time when I come in the loop, that V1 value 3, it become 2, this become 1. Now 1 minus 1, 0, which is condition fails, it will come out. But this is very careful thing. If this condition is not failing, your program will keep on run. It will run, and then it will get stuck. System will get stuck because that loop is not closing. That loop is not terminating. If I don't do this statement, what will happen? My V1 value forever is greater than 0 because I'm not reducing that value. So forever its value is above 0 only. That value always remains 4 only. 4 is always above 0 only. So this program keep on running. Your program execution output will not terminate. Then we need to forcefully do termination and then again come back. So that kind of logics while writing, you should be careful. Your loop should get terminated. So we can use while and while also. One is do and do, and second thing is while and while. There is a for loop also, but rarely we do use that. Not required. Don't worry about. Mostly we do use work on these two. Do loop, do and do, while and while. Okay. This is about for making some looping structures, looping statements to print. So I wanted to display, for example, 1 to 10 on the screen. Divide. I wanted to display some 1 to 10 values. What should I do? Do 10 times and do. But what should I display? First, value 1 should come. But here there is no variables here. Value. What should I display? There is nothing to be displayed for me. I know this loop is running for 10 times. Now this is coming 10 times, but there's no variable, there's no value to be displayed there. Right? Actually, there are some system variables. There are some system variables which are internally available. We can use them. When you are inside a loop, there is a variable called system variables will be written by ZaranTech. See, I'm displaying a variable called ZaranTech. So this is a system variable. Inside the loop, when the loop is running, first when the loop is running for the first time, this value is 1. Again, when the loop is running second time, this variable will have the value 2. This is an internally available variable. So you see here, 1 to 10 I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How all these values are, it is repeating. I did not make any additions and subtractions, no variables also here. So ZaranTech is a automatic variable. This is a looping variable. Inside the loop, this variable represents what is the current loop counter. Even in the while loop also, this works. So inside the loop, what is the current loop counter? Is it third time? Is it fourth time? Is it fifth time? The loop is running. That is shown by ZaranTech. Like that, we have some other system variables also. For example, I want to show what is today date. Today date. So there is a variable inside in the sci main data, sci data. Yeah. So this is a variable like v1, v2, like that. There is a standard variable. So this variable always contains tomorrow. If you are on this program, this variable will contain tomorrow date. Today, if you are on this program, this variable contain today date. So currently today, what is the date? That value you can find there in that variable. Okay, first let us see that one. After that, we will use it in the loops. So today date 29th August 2023, correct? About the system date. And at present, what is the system time you want to know? There is another variable. Time now. So use it. This is another system variable. This variable contains always the present system time. So if you display that value, you will get currently, now it is 1546 as per the server time. Come back. Again you run this, 1546, 59. Again you run this, now the time is 1547. After a while, 1548, 1549. So this variable value keep on updating. So anytime in your system, if you wanted to display present system date, present system time, you can use this variables. Sci data, sci user. Similarly, other system variables also we can use. Who is the user currently? What is the user you log in? Okay. Current user. So you log in with your user ID, right? Your user ID or username is automatically stored in this variable. So you name, username. This is also another system variable. This contains currently you logged in with which user. So if you are on this program, your username will come. If you are on this program, so what is the user ID I used for connecting to the system? So while logging in, I have given some username, right? This username is stored in this variable inside uname. You see this, run this program. Yes, S22 user 121. This is my user ID. This is the user ID which I use to log in. Say I got my user ID name here. So like that, SIU name will contain your current user ID. Don't ask me, is there any variable for password also? No, password will not be displayed like that. Password is not captured in the system variables. Similarly, what is the client you logged in? So I banded. So which client currently you logged in? While logging in here, what is the client number you used? 800. Sometimes you will use 700, 600 also. So which client you will work on different clients. So which client currently you are working in? So that client number you can get from this field. So I mandate. Yeah, see this one. Currently you are working in 800 client. This is your current username. This is the present system date. This is the present system type. Like that it is displaying. In between these two, if I wanted to show one underline, okay, right? U-line you can say. So U-line is about an underline. Okay, can I write direct U-line? Yeah. So U-line is a command, right? Not required. It will show one underline. You see here, this underline displayed now. Day to today date to today time. After that, one underline came. And then again, I displayed current user, current client. So if you wanted to display any underline, you can use this command uline. Okay, instead of underline, I wanted to just show one blank space. So you can use skip. Uline you can use. We'll do one thing. We'll use uline here. There is another command called skip. So skip means it will show one blank line. See right now, if you see the output of this program, today date to today time, there is no gap between these two. These two are very next to next lines. I wanted to give some gap, so I can say skip. So skip will give one empty line. See now there is a gap. Here there is no gap between user ID and current client, but here now some gap is arrived here because of the skip statement. So skip is giving some blank line. I wanted to give 2 lines blank, so you can write skip 2. If it is skip 2, now you got 2 lines blank. If I say skip 5, it will give you 5 lines, 5 blank lines. Now there are 5 blank lines between these. So like that, number of lines, number of gap you can get by using the skip command. If you don't write a number, that is skip one. One empty line it will insert. So there is one empty line between these two. And this is the underline. Underline we got with the U line. I don't want underline till the end. So let me say underline 20. So system will show the okay, it's not accepting that value parameter. No, there is not that option here. I do work on multiple environments, so different syntaxes here and there will get confused. Right, underline is for the line break. One complete underline, it is showing up. So date, time, user ID, password, like that. Similarly, inside a loop, that loop counter also we are getting here by using another variable called SciIndex, SciTabX, SciLine index, lot of other values, size of RC. You will get lot of other variables also on the go. So these are all called system variables. They all have this. They all will have some values automatically. So inside the loop only, this will work only inside the loop. Inside the loop, your current loop counter, is the loop running second time, is the loop running third time, or is it running fourth time? That value automatically captured in this SciIndex. So because of that only, I'm getting all the sequential numbers here. Now, I will give you a couple of programs. So looping statements also we understood. These statements also we understood. Okay. Now, so this one. Yes, please.
Can you explain the continue exit check statement in loop?
Exit statements, right? Okay. So
continue exit check
right.
Statements.
Right. Actually, in the report, when we are discussing about reports, so that time we do work on that. Basically, for about when we are working on the internal tables and then internal repetitions, that time we can discuss that. But here also we can use that. For example, here I said, so team, look at this. Here I said that loop should run about 10 times. Okay. So inside there is a keyword called exit. There is a keyword called exit. So
okay.
How exit works is like, say the loop started, first time the loop started, system display value, SciIndex value. What is the SciIndex value currently? It is 1, correct? The loop is running for the first time, 1. After that, what is there next? Exit. So exit is a command which will abruptly terminate that loop. It will stop that loop. It will break the loop and you will come outside. So with that, what will happen? It is exited. So though you write 10 times, but the system will run this only for the one time. Value 1 I got. Why I not get other things? Because after first, so when the loop is running, do 10 times, okay, it started, it displayed, but suddenly you said exit. I don't want. Stop that. Exit, come outside. You exit from there. So it is terminating the loop. So exit is anytime if you wanted to close that loop, you can do that. For example, I wanted to close the, now exit I written without any check. So here what I will do, if SciIndex value, reaches to 9, then I wanted to exit. See, now I am not exiting. So first SciIndex value 1, value 2, value 3. It is checking every time. Should I come out? Should I exit? Should I exit? No, wait. The moment SciIndex value become 9, you are exiting. Now you see, run the program. You got only till 9 because the moment the SciIndex value reached 9, then you are exiting. Earlier, without any if conditions, you said directly exit. It is exited. Now I'm exiting only after 9 times. So no matter what, if you write 100 times also, but the moment after 9 times it is exiting. After 9 times, it is exiting. So exit when the side index value reaches to 5. After 5 times, it is exiting. So exit is a command. When you wanted to exit, that is up to you. But by any chance, you don't want to go till the end. In some unexpected situations, if you wanted to come outside, you can write exit command. Exit basically will terminate your current running loop. So then you will ask a question, then why should I write do 10 times? I can write do 5 times also if I wanted to get 5 times. Of course, I don't mean to say that you can write do 5 times, you will get only 5 times. Then you don't need to come out of, you don't need to do this exit also. But here the thing is, on a conditional base, if I wanted to come outside without closing all the given number of times, that times you can use exit. For example, I'm doing some 10 times. Here what I'm doing, I'm increasing the vehicle speed more and more. The moment the vehicle speed reaches 100, I wanted to exit. I don't want the loop to run. So like that, on various conditional based terminations, you can achieve by using the exit. Now, instead of exit, there is another command. For a while, let me comment this exit. There is another word called continue. What is this? Instead of exit, I used continue. See, when the loop is running first time, side index value 1, it is displayed. Again go, side index value 2, so condition not satisfied, it will display. 3, it will display. 4, it will display. But when the side index value is 5, when the side index value reaches to 5, what I said here, continue. Continue means what? It will again go to the next loop. It is not coming down. That means that 5 is not displaying. Again, it is going next 6. Now the side index value is 6. So I don't want to continue the loop. We are not terminating the loop, but we are again going to the beginning. When the side index value 5, I said continue. Continue means what will happen? Continue means that doesn't mean that it is continuing the remaining statements. Continue means it is again going to the loop for the next counter. So counter 6, side index value becoming 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the loop runs 10 times, but the moment when the value reaches to 5, you are continuing. So that means you will not come here. This will not display here. The loop is again going back, so going for the starting with the next iteration. So it is opposite to exit kind of thing. So here you will get everything except 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not displayed here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because when the value 5, I said continue. Continue means system will not go further down. It will go back to the beginning of the loop. 6th counter is starting. 5th counter, it is not doing anything. So at the time of a 5th counter 5, I'm not doing anything. I'm going for the 6th counter. So like that, we can use continue statement, exit and continue. So these two mostly we do use in inside the loops. We will discuss anyhow these things in the reports section. Right? And what else you asked me?
Check one.
Yeah, check, we will see. Okay, so for now you do practice up to these things, team, and about check and other things we will discuss. So for now, couple of exercises I'm giving you. So this is exercise 1. You have to display, you have to take employee name, city and basic. If the city is in these 4, they are eligible for top up. If the city is not there, these cities, if the city is any other city, then you should check basic. If they are above 50,000, then also they are eligible. If that is also failing, not eligible. So you develop this code and exercise 2. So another exercise, you take some input from the user. Parameters v1 of type I. For example, I given value. 20. If the user entered a 20, I wanted to display all even numbers from 1 to that V1. Only even numbers you should display from 1 to that number. This is one program. And exercise 3, you take a parameters V1 of type I. So you are given 10, correct? So now I want the sum of 1 to that V1. For example, you given 10. I wanted to know the complete sum of 1 to that number. So if you give 10, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. If you give 20, 1 to 20, all that natural numbers to be added. If you give 5, 1 to 5, all the numbers to be added, and that sum should be displayed on the screen. So this is one exercise. With your known knowledge, you can able to do all these things only using loop statements effectively. Try to do that. Otherwise, I will show you again. So exercise 1 with if conditions, exercise 2, exercise 3, and then exercise sum of 1 to V1, display even numbers from 1 to V1. So you take one alphabet from the user. Take one alphabet from the user. You display is it a vowel or consonant. So use the case and case. So use the case and case. You display is it a vowel or consonant. So do complete these 4 programs now, every one of you. This is all letting us to do more practice only, nothing more. But this is not, we are not learning about for doing this kind of programs. So more advanced programs we do develop, but this kind of things will make us, our coding practice, our coding style knowledge will make you perfect. All right, team. So whoever completed these 4, you just ping me. I will see your code. And let's finish these 4. Let's first test the 4 programs from demo 5 to demo 9. So 5 programs I have shown from 5 to 9. You see that code and understand that and execute that. And also finish these 4 exercises today, now, of itself. Suppose that if time permits, we'll discuss something. And then we will start about the dictionary stuff from tomorrow. Okay, let's start now. I'll be here. Let me know if you need any help.
Hey, Sriram, can you repeat once exercise 3?
All right. Exercise 3, right? Oh, remote desktop terminated. Team, my remote desktop connection lost. I did not save that file. Yeah, which program I said it? Third one. What is the third one?
Sum of n numbers.
Right. Sum of even numbers, and second thing is sum of n numbers. You should take one parameters v1. You take some value, v1 value. I need the sum of all the values from 1 to that number.
Okay, sure. I got it.
And another question is, I wanted to display only even numbers from 1 to that number. Only even numbers to be displayed on the screen. From 1 to that number.
1 to even numbers.
1 to that number, only even numbers to be displayed.
Only even numbers.
Even, yeah. Even means divided by 2. Yeah.
Okay.
Chennai or Delhi, you should say. Do one thing. You should find about. Do one thing. Do like this. 40% of basic will be their top. Will be their medical insurance. Company will provide that. Okay. If people are not from these cities, you should check their basic. For other cities, if basic is above 50,000 from the other cities, then 30% of basic you should find how much 30% you should find. 30% of basic will be their top up value. You should find it on the basic. For all other employees, right? For all other employees, 10% will be their top up. So how much it is, you should find. So second program, I said read an alphabet and identify is it vowel or consonant using case. This is your second question. Third one, read a number and display only even numbers from 1 to that number. Fourth one, read a number and display read a number and find the sum of 1 to that number and display the sum. These are the 4 programs. Read 3 numbers and display the biggest one on the output. So read 3 numbers means 3 parameters. So you will read 3 values from the user, and you should find what is the which is the biggest one among the 3. That value should show on the output screen. And another program. You read 2 numbers from the screen and swap their values. That means V1 100, V2 200, you give you 100. But the moment when I display, V1 should display 200, V1 should display 100. Their values, they should exchange their values with each other. You entered 100 and 200 in V1 and V2, but you write the code in a way they both should change their values. V1 value should go to V2 and V2 value should go to V1. Do however and whatever the way you can do. So do that. Next, read a number and find the sum of its digits. Example, suppose I entered 2235. So if it is 235, what is the sum of the digits? I entered a number 235. So if I add all the digits, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 2, 10. So sum of digits is 10. The 10 should be displayed on the output. You read a number, 3-digit number, 4-digit number, 5-digit number, any number. I want the sum of all the digits. In that number, whatever the digits are there, 1s plus, 10s plus, 100 plus, all the digits to be added to get one value. So this is one more. Actually, for doing these things, one operator I forgot to tell you, okay? Just to look at this example quickly. Mod operator is important if you wanted to work on these things. Okay, ABAP system not required. For example, look at me here. V1 equal to, okay, some 25. Then V2 equal to 4. If I say R equal to, V3 equal to V1 by V2. If I say like this, what will happen? So V1 is divided by V2. So in 4 table, so 4 6 is 24. Remainder 1 will be there anyhow. Remainder is 1. It is only not a decimal fraction. So then V3 actually, what is the V3 result you will have? V3 value will be 6. Because when 125 is divided by 4, 4 6 is 24. So remainder value it will not take, only it will take the quotient value. V3 value will be 6. But if I say like this, V3 equal to V1, not the division operator, but mod operator, this one. Is it the one for mod operator? Not sure, just check once. It's not percentage still. That's something need to check. So it will actually store the remainder. If I use the mod operator, if I use the division operator, it will take the quotient. So when 25 is divided by 4, 4 6 is 24. That 6 value, that quotient value will store in V3. But instead of division, if I use modulo operator, there also it will do the division. But after the division, it will take the remainder. For suppose if it is 5. So when 25 is divided by 5, what is the remainder? 0, right? So then V3 value will be 0. because remainder is 0. What is the quotient? 5 just 25. So quotient here 5. If you use the division operator, the result will be the coefficient. If you use the mod operator, the result will be the remainder. Depending on what number you are using, the output will come. So this operator also you can use along with addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and mod operator. So for couple of that questions, so this operator also you can take the help. Now these are the 7 questions I given. Try it out. So let me know if you have any questions. I'll be available till 6 p.m. So reach me out if you have any questions. Do continue practicing and try to finish all the given questions today itself. So team, I'm signing off for the day. So you just continue working on the given items and then list out if you have any questions. So tomorrow, once if we connect, you can ask me if you have any questions. So I'm signing off for the day and we'll connect tomorrow. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Also feel free to ask your questions in the comment section below, and we will reply to them at the earliest.